What's the point of the protesters?
This is about stopping the sale and the gentrification of Crenshaw Mall, and there's no reason that a developer in this neighborhood who raised less money than the community should be allowed to build condos and offices there that nobody who lives there can afford. The only group that actually wants to create something for the community there is this one, is what I'm saying.
Is which one?
Downtown Crenshaw. Yeah, they want to put it into a community land trust.
No peace, fuck these racist ass police. Take Chris Ventura.
So they're here to protest this guy for daring to, God forbid, buy property in their neighborhood, and God forbid, bring jobs to their neighborhood in a depressed neighborhood. And they're here to call out not just him, the whole Jewish people. This is BLM. We saw BLM cap walking around the perimeter before this started. It is. You're siding with our enemies. You are BLM. That's BLM. You may not think they are. They fooled you into thinking that's who they are. This is racism. This is anti-Semitism. This is the thanks we get for 50 years of supporting them and trying to help them as much as possible. All this guy wants to do is bring jobs, industry, commerce, and better improvement of their lives to their neighborhood. He has a right. This is America. It's not.
Are you saying that they're here because
he's a Jew?
Because he's a Jew?
And they're here because this is a Jewish neighborhood. They know we'll back down.
Maybe they're just here because he's white.
No, they wouldn't go to another white neighborhood if a guy was doing it. They know they'd get attacked. They know they can. We wouldn't go to their neighborhood. They would attack us. But we'll back down and lie down for them. We'll lie down and let them walk all over our backs. We have no self-pride.
Isn't this Rabbi Kanevsky?
Yeah.
By the way, did you promote this through any of the shul communication?
I'm not going on the record at all.
In other words, you won't acknowledge whether you did or didn't?
U.S. law! U.S. law! You can see your green side! You can hide! We can see your green side!
Let's all stay calm.
Intimidate who? That's what you're here. You're here to intimidate. Intimidate who? That's what you're here for, right?
Who are they intimidating?
Protesting what? What are you protesting exactly?
You don't know what we're protesting? You don't know one of those pamphlets. Go read one of those pamphlets.
You're protesting nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Get the police upset.
You're not here protesting shit. You're just here trying to intimidate. And nobody here is standing up. Well, here we are standing up. You guys are just here to intimidate. That's all you're here to do.
No, we're not here to intimidate.
There's no racism here. We've been persecuted. We're Jewish people. We've been enslaved. All you guys are here doing is trying to intimidate. And we're not afraid of you. We're not intimidated. I don't give a fuck. We're not intimidated. That's why. I'm here to let you guys know we're not intimidated.
Move him away.
You have no reason to be.
He's provoking him.
You guys think you're coming here to our neighborhood?
We gotta keep moving. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Intimidate to do what? What are you here to do?
It's the American
What are you guys here to do?
Let's go, guys. Keep moving.
We all fought for freedom and rights, and we're here trying to intimidate. We're here to intimidate for nothing. We're here to act like there's racism. There's no racism here. We're Jewish people. We support everybody here. We're all American people. We're here for freedom. We're not here for intimidation.
That's why they can do that.
I know they're here to do that, but they're here to intimidate. They are here to intimidate.
I don't see anybody
They were here
there.
already last week, weren't they?
I don't know.
They were here last week. They made a point. Great. Now they're coming back for what? To intimidate. Well, we're not intimidated.
Calm down, everybody. I think the last discussion.
You are scary to You just said he's a chosen people. And you're desecrating God's name, and you attack us. You attack one guy, you attack all of us. This is our neighborhood. We live here. I grew up here.
But you said their neighborhood in America, right?
Yeah.
So do they have the right to do that?
I don't go into their backyards and front yards.
You've got the right to do that too.
No, we don't.
Why?
It's off limits in the 60s.
Why?
In the 70s.
Because you're saying that. That's a person. That's a.
Wait a minute. Would he be safe walking down one block of Crenshaw?
Why wouldn't he?
Come on.
He wouldn't be safe walking down.
For two reasons.
I would protect him.
Would you?
Yes.
You'd have to protect him.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, though. I would protect him, but I want a law that supports what you say, not just your personal feelings. Because you just said it's America.
It's a law of the street.
Where? What is the law he's saying?
That a guy who looks like him would not be safe in a black neighborhood, especially at night.
But see, you saying that
night.
I can't control what anybody else does but me, regardless of color.
But you're asking the people in this neighborhood to control what Asher does.
I'm asking him to say, what is the law
You're
that
asking
says
the
that?
neighbors,
I'm asking them the law that says
to
that.
pressure him into conceding.
I'm asking them, what's the law that says that, other than your feelings?
Why are you protesting outside the guy's house?
That's what they said. I mean, if I'm...
Are you part of the organizing?
No, not at all.
Then why are you talking to the cops?
Huh? Because I have a specific role here, but I'm not the organizer.
I'm just looking for a spokesperson. There's somebody here who can explain why they're here.
Crenshaw. He was just there with a hat. I won't speak for them. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Are you handing out circulars? Are you ringing doorbells?
To tell them to tell their neighbor to not buy the property because that's what they're trying to do.
It's a curious pairing for myself because, as I'm sure you'll know, our group and coalition were among those that pushed out CRM before. He's denied any relationship to Jared Kushner in this deal, but RFR is literally in a deal right now with Jared Kushner. Every time we ask him about his relationship with Jared Kushner, they find a way of changing their story, getting more specific, getting more ridiculous. And the data shows, and you can find it for yourself. He said in the past, well, I don't have any dealings with you.
So they're going door to door ringing people's doorbells.
Yeah. With this guy in who's this? The leader of what? Who's this guy over here? Hey, bro, I got a question. Are you standing like this? Like what's going on? Are you like in the army or something?
I'm one of the board members of Downtown Crenshaw. Okay. And you guys
What do you think he's doing?
They act like it's one guy. We could bring 100 like that. They're trying to intimidate. That's what they're doing. They're going to people's houses, intimidating. And people are letting them do that.
Who's letting them do that?
Everybody, whoever, all of us, we're all guilty of this. If they're in the Jewish neighborhood, if they're intimidating whoever it is, this Jewish guy that's the guy bidding, he's letting it happen. He should have here at least 10 armed guards, 20 armed guards, standing up like this.
You mean of Jews? Jews,
Israelis, militias, whoever it is. Some security, show some force, show some power. Instead, they're everybody's letting people stomp on them and go over them, and they're not fighting back, not resisting. And what happens is they'll continue doing it. There's nobody fighting back. It's unbelievable.
But the LAPD asked the Jewish,
asking the Jews to not stand up, and that is not right.
And the Jewish security people who run the WhatsApp groups are asking Jews not to come.
Yeah, and who owns WhatsApp now? Facebook, Zuckerberg. Who's censoring everybody? Zuckerberg. So you know what? Everybody is letting this go on. It's going to get bigger and it's going to get worse. And they're telling everybody that no more Thanksgiving, soon no more Christmas, soon it's going to be no Shabbat. Soon it's going to be what? Censoring us, controlling us, intimidation, letting groups like this of power go and intimidate people. That's okay. Why is nobody fighting back? And you know what? I'll be honest with you. If nobody starts now, then they deserve whatever's coming to them. Because like this, I would never allow it to happen if this was my neighborhood. And I'm not even from the neighborhood. And I just want to let everybody know out there that there's a lot more people like me that feel like this and that will support. But this is ridiculous and it's shameful that nobody fights back and nobody, they let this go on. It's ridiculous. Some moron in a little jacket running around acting like he's the king of Nigeria, and these Israelis and Jewish people that they can't even protect their own. It's ridiculous. Look at this guy standing out there like he's a militant. Like he's guarding, like a militant. Letting that in their own neighborhood of Beverlywood. Well, you know what? They deserve it to lose it if they keep letting it happen like this. That's what I'm angry about. Intimidation factor. This is not right. And you have the police allowing it. Why? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because Crenshaw is big, Compton is big, all these neighborhoods are huge, bigger than Beverly Wood, bigger than the Jewish people. So they're afraid also. Who knows what the issue is? But we have a lot of powerful people now that are Jewish people in Hollywood, in the media, that can do something about things now. They need to wake up now. Because if they don't wake up, they will take your Shabbat away and they will be permanent. And they will put you on real lists, like AOC, like all these people that are putting people on lists. It will become worse. So people need to wake up right now. That's all I'm here for, to stand for that. Wake up and start resisting and defending. Because this is unacceptable.
Now, what do you think of the Jewish people from the neighborhood who are supporting?
I told you, the ones that are supporting this, I think they are just as the ones that supported the Nazis in the concentration camps. They are just as low as that. That they turned their backs on the Jewish people like that. They turned their backs on in fear. They cower to fear.
Well,
they cower to fear.
Well, maybe it's their own sense of morality that they feel that the blacks are oppressed, and that they're trying to defend whatever blacks complain about.
You know what? Maybe the bad blacks were really oppressed in the 1950s, 60s, or before Martin Luther King, around the Martin Luther King time. Maybe then they were oppressed. But I'll be honest with you, right now, look what's going on. We have a president that supports blacks, that has given money to blacks. What is it? Over 500 million or 500 billion or whatever it is for the next 10 years? Okay? There's so many black people that are very successful, that are living in Bel Air mansions and in beautiful homes and living a beautiful life. Black, African Americans are very successful, are very fruitful. They have the power to vote. If anything, if I see it as no real racism. Of course there's people that hate Jews. Of course there's people that hate Muslims. People that hate, that's never going to go away. But the racism, the way there was 40, 50 years ago, I don't see it right now. And the fact that it's being acted as if it is like that is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. So those women like that, cowardly the cowardly bending over to fear, that's all they're doing. It is out of fear. Because nobody here is, I don't see this as racism. I'm not racist. I've dated a black girl, so what? So there isn't racism. The way they're acting like this and going crazy, it's all political and it needs to end, and people need to at least talk about it and fight against it. Because if this was my neighborhood, I swear I wouldn't let this happen. I would have 10, 20, 30 guards out here, militants also. They want to walk around and put one person walking around like he's the king of Nigeria, just standing over here. That's intimidation. Okay, there's nothing wrong knocking on doors and talking to people. That's okay. But you're bringing in someone else in a militant uniform, you're intimidating. So fight back. And if you don't fight back, then you deserve what's coming to you. That's all I'm saying.
What is coming to you?
Okay.